Today I'm here helping out with the ClimateFest. We worked to empower people, educate the public, and do some outreach programs and provide resources for people and let them know how they can improve their sustainability and environmental practices on an everyday basis.
This is ClimateFest 2018. We did this last year. It looks to be even bigger and better. We have more participants in terms of the various booths that are offered by the city and local educational institutions and nonprofits, and then we have more people showing up than we had last year, and it's great. We're going to spread the gospel to people in our community of what they can do to reduce their carbon footprint and how it can be fun to do so.
I'm always interested in events that put a focus on climate change. Santa Monica as a city has been doing that for decades, including the time that I was on the city council, and even before that. I think we've understood here in Santa Monica for a long time that we have to be good stewards of our environment, and addressing climate change is probably the number one obligation we have in that regard.
We've already cut our greenhouse gas emissions really significantly, below 1990 levels by about 20%, which is a really big deal. Now we're doing the hard part. We're gonna try and get to 80% below 1990 levels by 2030, and then completely carbon neutral by 2050. When you talk about carbon neutrality, you know, that doesn't really mean something to a lot of people, but we're showing people what that means in your daily life. It means driving electric cars like we have right behind you. It means riding your bike.
I think it all started with the youth. You know, we had some of the high school kids from Samo High who have a sustainability club that came to us and were asking about funding, seed funding to get this thing started. I thought that was so great because at the end of the day, you know, everybody talks about the youth, they're being the future, and I think we need to start supporting them.
Climate change is definitely going to throw us for a loop on both ends of the spectrum, and so we need to take action to make our cities and our farms and everything more resilient, to use water more efficiently, reuse it more often.
In California, we have the opportunity to do more and to really take a place on the world stage, which, because the Trump administration has abdicated its responsibilities on climate change, California has been able to step in and fill the breach. And the world is actually watching California when it comes to climate change. We're considered a leader. We're considered really the hope for the world now because the United States is not providing the leadership.
And so from a Southern California perspective, we need to double down on our work to be more locally self-resilient.
We're trying to get people energized and aware about all the great things that they can do to reduce their carbon footprint.
If you want to become more sustainable, you can do so with really, really simple practices. Try not to use single-use plastics. Purchasing items in bulk quantities utilizes less packaging to get things to and from places. Another great way to be sustainable is ride your bike. In Santa Monica, we're surrounded by so many beautiful restaurants and things, so maybe take a walk down there instead of taking your car.
We have an obligation to care for our Earth, our sphere, and we can all make small choices. This is a morality play.